Minasan, konnichiwa, squishy toke, yokoso. Today we are in Dotonbori in Osaka, and I haven't been here for years, so I'm really excited to be back here today, try all the delicious food and look around. So if you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So behind me you can see the iconic Glico man, and Glico is the company that made Pocky, so it's a very famous company not just in Japan. And then next to me you can also see the Ebisu Bridge, and these two things are iconic to Osaka. So just behind me is a very iconic crab display. I don't know if you can see it, but it moves, so it's pretty famous. And this store actually sells crab buns, and I'm gonna go and try one, so let's go. Okay, so this store also sells different types of sushi made with mostly crab, and it looks amazing, but also smells so good here. I'm so excited to try this. So I finally got the crab bun. There was quite a long line for this, so I guess it must be good. I will say, it is very hot. It's burning my hands a little bit through the paper, but it looks so beautiful and soft. Okay, here we go. Itadakimasu. That's delicious, and what's excellent about it is that is 100% crab in there. So when you take a bite of it, you are getting a full mouth of crab. It's so good. So it was 500 yen, and I think that's definitely worth the price, especially if you consider the fact that it is pure crab. It's so good. So when you order one of these buns, they also give you korashi mayo, and you're supposed to put it on the inside of the bun. And I'm gonna do that. So let's see how it tastes. So I've put the korashi mayo on. So let's do this. That was delicious. The mustard flavor of the korashi mayo complemented the kani perfectly. And it's crazy too because it elevated the flavor, but if you don't like mayonnaise, you can easily have it without, and it's still amazing. But it is a little bit better with that mayo on there. It's so good. I really recommend this. I would rate this 10 out of 10. It is so good. So one of my favorite things about Osaka, and in particular this area, is all of the displays that advertise all the restaurants and the shops. They're so cool, and they look even better at night. There's so many animatronic things here. It's really cool to see. Like this, a moving crab claw. I wonder if it belonged to the crab over there. So as you can see behind me, a lot of the buildings here are painted very bright colors, and there are loads of signs and lights outside of them, and it really draws your attention in. And there are also the cable lines above as well, which you guys know is one of my favorite things about Japan. And I think it's just because I don't have those where I live in the UK, so to see them is kind of a novelty for me. It's something that's different. Even after I've been here for a while, I still like seeing them because it reminds me of how different it is to London. So there's a massive cow just hanging here, and it looks pretty heavy, so I don't know how they're able to keep it up and have it stay there, but it's really impressive. Behind me is a really interesting ramen restaurant because they have a tatami seating area outside, and like a few little miniature ones as well. It's not just like one big area, it's separate tatami tables. And also there is a massive dragon coming out of the side of this restaurant. It looks amazing. So no trip to Osaka is complete without takoyaki. So that's what I'm currently lining up for now, and I cannot wait. I finally got some takoyaki, and it looks gorgeous. It looks really good. I can't remember the last time I had takoyaki freshly made, but here we are today. So one thing you need to know if you haven't tried takoyaki before is that it is extremely hot. I think it might be one of the hottest foods I've ever eaten, not in terms of spice, but in terms of actual heat. So you have to kind of, at least what I do is put holes in it to let some of the hot air out. Otherwise, I think it could be quite painful, but it's so delicious. It's so delicious. And it's really difficult to resist the urge to just put it in your mouth regardless of how hot it is, but don't do that because you will hurt yourself. I'm really nervous because I want to eat this, but I don't know if I've given it enough time to cool down. I'm scared. Okay, let me do it. Whoa, look at all the steam coming off it. Yeah. Itadakimasu. It's so hot, I barely touched it, it's so hot. Oh no, I want to eat it. I want to eat you so badly. Okay, here we go, itadakimasu. It's too hot. It's so hot. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Last try. Here we go. Itadakimasu. It's delicious, but it's still really hot. You have to be so careful. It's so good though. You can tell that it's fresh, and the size of the taco, the octopus inside, was really good. It was really decent size. If you've never tried takoyaki before, make sure you let it cool down before you put it in your mouth because wow, it's so delicious. Anyway, I'm gonna have another one. So that's, I think this is actually small compared to the other one I had, but that's still a decent size. I'm gonna eat this. It's so soft. It's been cooked perfectly. It's at the perfect temperature now. It's so good, and the inside is so soft. Oh, I'm so glad I had takoyaki today. It's so good. We just ate takoyaki, and now I'm gonna see if there's anything else that I want to eat, and I'm sure there is. So let's go and find something. So we just found this adorable little side street by complete accident, but it is beautiful down here. It's really stunning. The houses down here are very old-fashioned and they're just beautiful. I love it. Wow. So the main area of Dotonbori is always busy, always. But the good news is if you don't like crowds, there are plenty of these lovely quiet side streets you can go down, and they have some wonderful restaurants down here too, so you're not missing out on anything by not going to the main areas. You can still have a wonderful time in these much quieter side streets. We just got this 10 yen bread, and inside this one is cheese, but you could also get custard, azuki, matcha custard and chocolate. Those are the other options. I wanted to go for cheese because I feel like I don't eat cheese that often these days. Anyway, look at it. It's just a really big 10 yen, but it wasn't 10 yen, it was 500 yen. It looks like 10 yen. All right, let's try this. Itadakimasu. So in my first bite, I didn't get much cheese, but the batter is really, really nice. It's very sweet. It tastes exactly like a pancake, and it's nice and warm as well. I'm going to peel it open to see if we can see the cheese. Here we go. Oh wow. Ah! Well, there's definitely cheese in it. Okay, let me try some of this. Let's go. That's so good. There's such a large amount of cheese in here. I was pretty surprised. That first bite, I couldn't taste any of it, but it is full of cheese. It's really good. Like I said, the batter is really sweet, the cheese is really salty, so they bounce off of each other perfectly. Perfect. So you can't really see because I have broken it up, but the back of the bread is also the same as the back of a 10 yen coin, so it is pretty accurate. Well, that's it for today's video, you guys. I had so much fun here today. Dotonbori actually has a lot more streets than I remember from last time. All of the side streets are really lovely to walk down, so make sure you do that next time you're here. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Let me know where your favorite place in Osaka is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!